Music segment.
All right, music segment. If you had the power to change one thing about the current landscape in the music industry, what would it be? If you had the power to change one thing about the current landscape in the music industry, what would it be? Mr. Davis and everybody in the chat.
Number one, these female MCs that got skills the way they do wouldn't have to get naked in order to be recognized.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
You know, so and I'll start there because, like, Lotto has bars, Cardi has bars, Meg, in my opinion, has bars, Nicki has bars, and there's other female artists who have bars who have had to sell themselves short and get naked in order to make it, because that's the way the industry has it for them. Otherwise, you know, it's no more MC Light and Queen Latifah type artists. No. They're out there.
Right. They're not popular.
Even then, if you look at it, even on the CHH side, they got to show some shoulders. They got to show a back. You dig what I mean? It's just, I hate this, and I ain't talking about behind, but they got to show some skin in order to make it in the industry. And I think that sells them short because, let's face it, one words ain't hearing nothing she's saying. If she's twerking, you dig what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
All right, I'm gonna come from a different angle on this. I'm gonna say something very musical. If I had the power to change one thing about the landscape of the music industry, and if I had the power to do this, I probably would drop something very soon, and that would be this. I would think people should be paid accordingly when it comes to streaming, because the money that people get paid for streaming is crumbs. You have to get like millions of streams to get like anything not even close to a livable rate, a few $1,000s. So you had millions of streams to only get a certain amount of money. I came up in a time when streaming didn't exist, and you made money by record spins on the radio and doing live shows because you sold CDs. So if you go selling merch and stuff like that, and you was able to make a lot more money than that. So I think streaming is very good because the music is in everybody's hand. Like right there on their phone, they can go to it and hear it right then. That's the positive side. The downside of that, I don't think the artists are being paid what they're worth.
Yeah,
when it comes to streaming.
I know Hagen said he would get rid of AI. Yeah, I think that's trash. The other thing would be even on the men's side, man, they ain't gotta wear some of the clothes they wearing in order to be like. It's crazy, bro. Like it's what the industry does, man. Is just like they sell these dreams, bro, and they make these people. You got to dress a certain way, and you got to do this a certain way, and then only way you gonna make it if you turn down. So Hagen said this in the thing, and I'm gonna bring this up for a reason.
Okay,
I'm gonna bring up Eminem. And I'm going to bring up Kendrick because he said a white guy said Eminem was the GOAT and Kendrick was trash. Is he a racist? No, I don't think he's a racist. That's his opinion. You dig what I mean? And that's just bottom line. But to that point of Eminem is considered the GOAT by a lot of people. And not once did he ever say, kill some, his baby mama, but like what black rappers have to do in order to make it in the industry. Pop pills, sip lean, blah blah blah. Now, did he talk about doing those things? He did, but as he matured, he got away from it, and they feel like he's the greatest of all time. Where if you go and look at Future, who in some cases Future is better than Jay-Z. If you talk to the people in Atlanta, he's still talking about lean, Molly, Perk. Like all the things, the drugs that you got to do in order to sell your music. Does it sound good? Yes. Sonically, it sounds great. But the message itself, man, is just, I just wish it didn't have to be like that. I ain't saying go back to Sugar Hill Gang, a hip, the hop. I ain't talking about that. I'm just saying it don't have to be like that. Because Eminem don't have to do that no more. He not killing Kim no more. He on some other stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to go to this question that Hagen said. I think what happens here, I'm going to come from another angle. A white guy said Eminem was the GOAT and Kendrick was trash. Is he racist? I think one thing we have to give people, because this happens in basketball all the time. Sometimes we like people because they look like us. That's reality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, what's the guy for Dallas Mavericks? The kid.
You
new
talking about
rookie.
Cooper Flag?
Cooper Flag is a lot of people like him of that persuasion. White people. He's like the new white hope, right? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that because a lot of us like black hoopers. You know what I'm saying? People love LeBron James because he was a black hooper that didn't get in trouble. For the guys that don't get in trouble, they respect. Okay, we love him because he's like us. He don't get in trouble, or he got good NDAs, one or the other. But no, seriously, on a serious tip, maybe a little bit of both. But on a serious note, people respect him because of that. So I think it's all right for them to think that. Back on this subject here, though, another thing I say I would change about the current landscape. Artists shouldn't have to portray a certain lifestyle to sell music, right? So like you were saying about the ladies having to, basically look like strippers and act like they strippers and talk reckless like they just sex fiends. Because I'm sure all those women are not like that. They're doing it to sell records. You know what I'm saying? Some of them may actually be like that, and some of them may just be doing what they got to do to sell records. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the industry is telling them. Or on the side of artists back in the day when everybody had to do shoot 'em up, bang, bang. And now it's kind of, they're letting a little bit of other things in. But I would love for it to be like this. Is he dope? Okay. Yeah. Whatever he rapping about, is he dope? Whether it's Christian, not Christian, whatever he's rapping about, is he dope? Okay, get him with the right producers and put him out there. That's it. A person shouldn't have to portray something that they're not just to sell records. You know what I'm saying? Because all these dudes talking about shoot 'em up, bang, bang, ain't all of them shot a gun. Everybody with a bunch of tats on their body don't mean they really, really about that life. They just like tattoos or they're portraying the image. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. No, I think it is about the image. As far as the women goes, not all of them like that. There's a particular artist. Two artists. They went to a video shoot, and this is a real story. I'm just not gonna give either one of them the pub. This one particular, the female artist has a song where she going as far as now I'm doing something to him. She does a video shoot with this other artist. He goes in. They doing the video shoot. He grabs her by the face and sticks his tongue down her mouth, and she like super offended. Like, hold on, what is you doing? And he like, well, this what you be on. It's like, nah, don't get it twisted. You dig what I mean? So yes, they have to. I may be on that for the one that I want to be on it with, but not with everybody. You know what I mean? So, but portraying it, the video shoots, how she's carrying herself out in public for the image to get the money, then, I mean, it's unfortunate, man. And you're right. Some of these cats, they are studio gangsters, and they get they skirt card pull. I almost said the real word, skirt card pull, and then that next thing you know, it's going viral. But then you got these YNs in the game who are really about that life. You dig what I mean? And then they just tell on themselves in their rhymes, and now they're indicted. But that's another topic.
It's a whole nother topic. Let's see if I can think of one more thing. If I had to power to change one thing about the current landscape of music, I think this is actually happening slowly. It's finally happening. I think Christian rap should have a bigger voice within the music industry, and I think it's actually happening. But I think people should see that some of these artists are real artists. They have real value, and you shouldn't let the word Christian rap just turn you off. Because I understand back in the day everything was whack. Well, this a new day. And some of these artists deserve a lot of respect. They've been putting in a lot of work, and Lecrae ain't the only one. I just say that. No hate to Lecrae, but he ain't the only one. It's some other ones that's really doing a lot of work, very talented, and will get in there with the booth with a lot of other rappers that rap about anything and hang right with them or either beat them. So I think they deserve their respect, and they should be able to get equal share. Now I get it. It's all on how much they can sell, how much market share they can sell. And sometimes what they can sell is based on how they're marketed, and it's based on what people want to hear. Some people in the club, they don't want to hear nothing about getting their life right. But every Christian song ain't about you need to repent and turn to Jesus. Some Christian songs about I'm going to work, and it's from a perspective of a Christian. Every one of them is not over missional, if we say it the way we say it.
Right.
Yeah.
To your point with Christian rap or whatever, I was just telling you. So I got Sirius Radio, and there was a countdown going on, and we played this song, "Eyes on Us" by John Keith. Yeah. And the countdown on, and it's like "Eyes on Us" number 13 on the secular countdown, and I'm like, now that's cool. Now when it went off, What the DJ said was, whether you want to call it Christian hip hop, positive music, inspirational, what I'm gonna call it is good music, and that's Eyes on Us by John Keith, number 13 this week on the countdown. Now we talking about top 25. He made 13, and this is a Christian artist. And then I'll say this, and we can go because it's not about that. Andy Mineo talked about it. When people hear the word Christian artist,
they turned off. Yep.
They turned off automatically. I know this to be a fact.
Yeah.
C knows this to be a fact.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rob rap is this Christian rap. I ain't trying to hear that. And then I got to be like, bro, just go watch a video.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you the video I want you to go watch. And then they go watch Dominate or something and be like, dang, bro, or you know what I'm saying, or doing like, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, like you coming like that, or Soapbox or whatever the case may be, and then it's like, man, I didn't know you was doing it like that. Yeah, like you heard Christian and just automatically thought I was gonna be on some old stomp.
Yep.
Which, ironically enough, gets played in the club. I don't know how that works, but it does.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, man. On this, we gonna hold up and wait, man.